In the heart of the whispering woods, where ancient trees touched the sky and rivers sang their secrets, lived a herd of deer. They knew peace. They knew abundance. But even in paradise, shadows could linger. For Elara, the shadow was a whisper that grew louder with every height, a whisper of fear. She was born with it, this dread of anything above the forest floor. A cruel irony for a creature of the wild. Elder Rowan, voice deep with concern. Friends, the great spring weakens. Soon it will be gone. Our only hope lies in the sky peaks, where the snow melt feeds the ancient aquifer. But the path is treacherous. Only the surest foot, the bravest heart. The sky peaks, a formidable wall of rock and ice. A place of awe for some, but for Elara, a nightmare sculpted in stone. Days turned into weeks. The whispers of fear became screams of desperation. The very survival of the herd hung by a thread. Elder Rowan, his voice quiet but firm, walking towards Elara. Elara, you have a spirit of compassion, but compassion alone won't move mountains. We need someone to reach the summit, to guide the waters back. Whisper, ever the loyal friend, knew Elara's hidden strengths, but Elara only knew her fear. Elara, voice barely a whisper, filled with fear but resolute. I will go, for the herd. The ascent began. Each step was a battle, not just against the harsh terrain, but against the relentless whispers within Elara's own mind. Every narrow ledge, every dizzying drop, amplified her terror. The whispers became roars, threatening to overwhelm her. Whisper, muffled chattering as if explaining something vital. But Whisper, in his small, brave way, reminded her to focus not on the vastness above, but on the next small step, to find strength in stillness, to find courage in the quiet breath. Finally, the summit, a treacherous, almost vertical climb. The whispers were deafening now. Every instinct screamed at her to retreat. But then she remembered the parched earth, the weak cries of the young fawns, the unwavering hope in Elder Rowan's eyes, and something shifted. Elara, voice stronger now, though still a little shaky. This isn't about me. This is about us. She returned to her herd, no longer just Elara, the timid deer, but Elara, the courageous one. The fear hadn't vanished. It still whispered, but Elara had learned its language. She knew now that true strength wasn't the absence of fear, but the courage to take that first step and then the next, even when your heart pounded like a drum. So what fears whisper to you? What mountains lie before you? Remember, Elara, remember that every great journey begins with a single brave step, and the truest triumph isn't reaching the peak, but becoming who you were always meant to be on the way. If Elara's story resonated with you, hit that like button. Share it with someone who needs to hear it. And tell us in the comments, what mountain are you ready to climb?